Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well this afternoon. Thanks for joining me. Let us tap right in and see what storyline Spirit would like to share with us this afternoon. Let us see. Spirit, what storyline would you like to share with the collective? Please, Spirit, what storyline would you like to share with the collective this afternoon? All right. In the central energy. In the central energy. In the central energy, we've got the devil reversed. Freedom, detachment from addictions. Maybe somebody's quitting their addiction. Maybe they're detaching from codependent toxicity. Maybe you are. Maybe you're restoring control over your life. And you're releasing what does not serve you. In the challenge position, in the challenge position, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. They're feeling stuck. They worked without reward. Careless. Made a bad investment. In the subconscious, we've got the Ace of Cups. Love, new love, and marriage. In the recent past, Empress, new life, new abundant life. Graduated with honors, evolved into the Empress status. Intentions and expectations. Whoa. The Chariot in the upright. Again, control, a victory. So the Empress has gained a victory. Very determined. Have overcome the trials and regained control. Broke free from the devil and all their co-conspirators. In the near future, we've got the King of Pentacles reversed. So we've got a corrupt thief. Perhaps somebody has lost their money. Let's check it out. We'll get some more clarifications. The lens that's being looked through, yeah, we've got the Four of Pentacles here. So there's scarcity, greed. So that's, oopsie. So the King of Pentacles is greed. The lens that's being looked through is greed. In the environment, you've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. They lost their opportunity and missed their chance. They did not get the abundance of the Empress. They did not get the abundance of the Empress, and they did not get the love of the Empress. They were careless with someone who could have given them everything. Hopes and fears. Yeah, the Lovers here. The strength of two together. They could be afraid of who this Empress winds up with. They lost their opportunity. And the outcome. And the outcome is the Hermit reverse. They lost their way. They lost their way. They're withdrawing. They don't have a light on inside. And you've got your Ten of Pentacles here. So you're coming into your inheritance. So what? You're in touch with your emotions. Somebody's feeling romantic regarding the star. They could like your energy. Perhaps they like the skills you've developed or whatever. But somebody's disappointed in having to walk away. They're getting left behind because you persevered and are coming into your reward. You're leaving them behind. They have to walk away from your reward. You manifested. You got the Magician and Temperance here and the Hierophant. So you're manifesting balance and harmony that's in alignment with the Most High, and abundant sun, happiness, joy. Yeah, and you're moving forward with limitless potential, excited and free. Free. Four of Wands. Family. And somebody's remembering, or maybe, somebody's reminiscing, feeling very restricted here in an Eight of Swords regarding the Five of Swords, regarding this conflict, because they've been cut out. They've been divorced, cut off from you, and they're in a tower, stuck at a crossroads perhaps, needing a contract, but there's death here regarding contracts. They don't get them, and they're in fear because there is a Ten of Wands burden here, or it's an end of your burden and you're moving on. You're actually leaving. So, and they're getting there. I mean, this is actually, it's getting closer and closer to you leaving, Empress. Be you. Restoring control. You are you. You get to be you. Devil reversed. Devil reversed, yeah, freedom, and it's time. Let's look at this word time. Let's see what they say about time. Something significant about a date or a time that factors prominently. Time waits for no one, and it won't wait for you. So you've gained a victory over this devil here. You're detaching. You've got your freedom. You're restored control. It's time to get it on. Move forward. This devil is feeling stuck. They work without reward. They were trying to steal the life path of this Empress and her love and all of that. To steal something from a sweetheart who did nothing to you. You probably don't even know her. Just a target, just a commodity for your picking, for the harvest of some careless devil who doesn't give a shit about the mother. Misogynist. They decided to destroy the mother, but instead they're getting martyred. There you got detached, you gained your freedom. It's time for you to just get it on. They're challenged because they worked without reward and they're being martyred here. You've got the Ace of Cups. You've got the Ace of Cups. Love, compassion, a proposal. New love. New love. We got innocent. It came out and it fell into the reverse. So we've got innocent in the reverse. Huh. You're no longer innocent regarding this. You're fully aware of what they were doing. You're no longer naive. You have restored control over your life, over your love, over your person. You're no longer naive. That's the way I'm looking at this. And you're walking into your union. You have overcome this challenge. You're the Empress. You have evolved into Empress status. You're giving birth to something. There's some kind of growth here. You've gained a victory. You're moving on. Look. Yes or no? What's it going to be? Yes or no? How do you know which one is right? The lunatics are running the asylum. So, this isn't the time to be wishy-washy. So, the Empress is not being wishy-washy. She's not giving others control over her strings. She's taking charge. Forming a conclusion. Committed to the highest good choice and the best path forward. And that's a yes. She's taking charge. She's moving forward. She's pulling the strings. She's got a victory here. Moving forward in this chariot. Empress is pulling the strings. She's regained control over this devil here, this codependent toxic person or group. Yeah, they're being disconnected. She's disconnecting from this group here. So the Empress has control. She's pulling the strings. She's gained a victory. She's in the chariot and she's disconnecting from all of this stuff. She's no longer innocent, no longer naive about what's going on. She has evolved into Empress status and she's in charge. In the near future, you've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is a greedy, corrupt person. They're being disconnected from the Empress. She doesn't want anything to do with this person. And she's in charge. She's disconnecting. She's getting in that chariot and she's moving away. A dark religion, upside down religion, crooked religion. What have these guys been doing with religion? They're corrupt. They're corrupt. So I don't know who they're praying to, but it's not of the light. It's in the reverse. They've got the Four of Pentacles here. They're greedy. They're in a scarcity. They didn't get your things, Empress. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. They lacked planning and foresight. They made a bad investment and missed their chance for your wealth. You are pulling the strings now. You're the puppet master. Now, you're no longer innocent here. The shoe's on the other foot. The shoe's on the other foot, and it was prophesied that they would lose, and they did. They're afraid of the strength of two together. They're in fear over who this Empress gets with, or who she's working with right now, helping her gain this victory and disconnect from this. So there's fear here. They could not, it was prophesied. It was foreseen. However, it resonates for you. Snake. So it's a hope. So they lost their opportunity. They lacked planning and foresight. It was prophesied. So this snake is hoping that they can get a love union with you. They lost their way. They're in a hermit reverse. They don't have a light on inside. They don't have a pathway. You know all about this kind of stuff, and they're still lurking here in your energy. It's just gross. You've got chicken in the reverse. They lost their way. There's no light on in them. Chicken in the reverse. You're not afraid. They're not afraid. They got to learn how to be strong, brave. We've got the limelight. You. So you are you. You're this giant. You are as you are, a wholesome person. You've got a big bright light. Everybody can see you and you're happy. You're happy. You're humble. And this wise guy was horse playing around and still is here, this snake, trying to get into your evermore. You're being congratulated. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. You didn't fight back. You didn't hold grudges. You didn't snap back. This explorer is trying to find your location here. Or they're exploring a location. They might be somewhere. Or maybe this explorer has been delivered unto an unknown location, a hidden location. This tribe was teaching people how to drive the creator mind, the mental body, the creativity of others. There's a backstory to this. The vain people thought that they were important because they could control the minds of others. You took good care of yourself. You did it perfectly. And you're going home. Your temple is your home. So you self-cared. You took care of your body, your temple, your spirit, your soul during this conflict. You're a sovereign being, and justice is going to be delivered for the arcana creators who shine. They're being remembered. Micro, macro, please take it as it resonates for you. There is a compass. Somebody might be making an appearance regarding a pathway, or maybe a pathway is going to make itself known to you. You've got forgiveness for your faith as you are, just as you are. You don't have to change a darn thing. The witch who is coming after you as a conscientious person is expecting to be haunted. They were expecting to haunt you, but it's coming back on them because you survived and you're a being of service. You're coming into your purpose. Attention has been brought to this ancestry who is in competition with you, but you lived. You survived. You survived, and this teacher, this kin who's a teacher and taught people how to do that, they're going in the grave. They're going in the freaking grave. Or maybe they were putting people of privilege in the grave for entertainment. They were working real hard at it from an invisible place using spirits, using magic. Unhappy people stealing their purpose, changing their purpose. And they were been seen doing it. They had a misperception, this actor and actress. They were in the wrong. They thought they had it all figured out, and they didn't. And now they're being martyred here. They are careless. Worked without reward. Cruel, bitter snake, dominating the life and the energy of others, the mind, the creatorship, going and planting seeds and saying, well, this should be this way and that should be that way. Your basic handler, the driver of your experience. They couldn't just leave you alone and let you go live your dream. No, they got to come in and influence you and say it should be this way or that. But it sounds to me like the Empress said, you know what? No. I'm driving this train, is what she said. She pulled those strings. And she restored control and gained her freedom from this codependent, toxic situation. It's time to leave the prideful behind. It's time to leave those who resent you behind. They're challenged because they're in the Knight of Pentacles reversed energy. They're feeling stuck. They worked without reward. They're very careless. And they're being martyred. Exactly what they've been doing to others is what's happening to them. Unappreciated. Their challenge is that they didn't appreciate you. They didn't care about you at all. You're a whole Ace of Cups. You're like all this stuff and you're no longer innocent. Or they're not innocent. And by innocent, I mean naive. I think that you're still very pure energy. Obviously, you're this beautiful Empress. But you're no longer naive to the wiles of these prideful people who were in the devil energy, martyring, prematurely people and stealing their rewards. Neglected. Neglected in the reverse. You're going to get what you need. You're no longer innocent. You're not neglecting anything. You're not being neglected. They're not innocent. You're no longer naive. You're not being neglected. You've grown up. You've graduated. You've basically graduated. You're no longer walking around in this naive energy. It's time for you to leave behind this test, this challenge. You survived. You're no longer going to be neglected. You have gained wisdom here. The Empress is got the control of the puppets. She has evolved and she's restored control here. They were unworthy. She's got control of these puppets who are unworthy. She's in the Chariot and she's disconnecting from them. She's moving on. She's moving on. They want forgiveness. King of Pentacles reversed. They're corrupt. and greedy. Religion in the reverse. So they got a dark religion, or they twist it in a way that is dark, and they brutalize people with it. Chaser. Chaser. So this is a chaser. This is a greedy, obsessed with wealth and status person. This is somebody who is chasing this Empress and her Ace of Cups, trying to martyr her. And she got free. This person who's in an upside down religious whatever, getting detached. She's detaching from this chaser. So they're in a Four of Pentacles energy. They're in scarcity. They did not get the things. They don't love themselves. They don't like themselves. Ace of Pentacles reversed. They made a bad investment. It was prophesied that this was going to happen. They made mistakes. They're hoping that they can get a love connection. This snake. Absence in the reverse. So they're not absent. They're here. They don't want to be absent. They don't want to go away. They lost their way though. They're with the Hermit reverse. There's no light inside of them. And then we've got Chicken in the reverse. Somebody's being brave. Gossip. People are talking. Somebody's being brave. Somebody's gossiping. Reflection. Low light. Low life. Low vibration or frequency. Daydreaming. Longing for you. They're feeling overwhelmed and stressed out because this was an unexpected outcome. They are in solitary confinement or something like that. Maybe they're just in their own head. Maybe they're in their own head thinking about missing this opportunity. They're confused. They needed the money. They wanted the money. It was all about money. But now they're hurting and they're in regret. Because you're moving into your destiny. It's time for everybody to move into their destiny. And they did not get yours. Not this time. There's unfinished business here. Everybody's going to get what they gave. Reciprocity. And reunion. They've been found guilty, these third-party liars. They want to fix the connection. You're kidding me? They're being held back. They sabotage themselves. Sex driving, everything. They were just effing this and effing that. And while you were sitting here dreaming about faithful, loyal love. The truth is revealed. There is an understanding of both sides of these stories. You are in an inseparable union. Your love is always there despite the distance. This could be a spiritual union and you're entering into a new chapter. And these ones who tried to take you out are feeling broken and shattered. They're trying to escape the lies. They're unsatisfied with all these secrets. Maybe people are disagreeing. They're like, oh no. About these habitual patterns. What they were doing with soul ties. Getting them and then running out on their commitments. They don't know what to do because you are an irreplaceable person. They will never, ever, ever get another one of you. And they're reminiscing about everything they did in the shadows, trying to hurt you. And whoever it is that you are in a soul contract with, you're going to have a beautiful family. Your financial and emotional needs are going to be met. And they want to call you and hear your voice. But you got this snake here who's trying to get all up in your business. Or they're hoping to. They missed their opportunity. It was prophesied. They made mistakes. There is a hope that they can still gain a lover connection. And they're not absent. They're here right now. They don't want to be absent. They're all up in somebody's space. They could be spying. They're being brave right now. Shoot, what was I looking at? Chicken. I got distracted. Chicken. Chicken in the reverse. They're not quitting. They won't quit. In the upright, it means to quit, to withdraw, to run away. But it's in the reverse. So they've lost their way, but they're not quitting. They won't withdraw this snake. And people are gossiping about it. They're like stalking you. And you're being fierce. It's like, you could feel about it however you want, but the cards and spirit say you're feeling fierce about this, being aggressive. You don't want anything to do with this snake, with this devil. So in the reverse here, you're like, devil, get out of my space. It's time to release those prideful people. You don't want to have anything to do with them, and you have gained a victory here. You've got your freedom. You've got your freedom. It's time to let them go. You don't have to do anything with them. Nope. You have won. And they're challenged because they worked without reward. They're being martyred. They did not appreciate you. They didn't care about you. And they're tired. They don't have any energy. They're thinking about your Ace of Cups, your new marriage, the fact that you're not naive anymore. Or maybe they're thinking about they're not innocent. Maybe they're thinking about their guilt. They wanted your Ace of Cups. But they went about it in a very bad way. And you're not being neglected here. Forgiving. They may want forgiveness. You're not naive anymore. You know exactly what they were doing to you. You survived. And it's like, wow, what the heck? They got to face it. It's like, it's really unbelievable how wicked some people can actually be inside the confines of their own mind, but that's why there's this war, because they're concerned for their privacy while they infiltrate and manipulate yours. The Empress is here. She's got control of the strings. She's the puppet master. These ones have been found unworthy, and she's disconnecting from them. She's setting them adrift, or maybe she sees them as chaff and they're unworthy, and it's like, you know what? Ouch. She's gained a victory here, and she's got control. She's moving on and disconnecting from those people who are unworthy of being in her energy. They want forgiveness. They got tangled up in something they can't free themselves with. They were trying to pull her into it. And once that she's not covering once she's not covering them with her energy and her blessings, they're gone. Martyred, disconnected, tired. This is where they're at. This is what they're loyal to. Upside down religion. Tangled up in something that they can't free themselves with. Being childish. And they're going far, far away from you. You're disconnecting, and they're going to be far, far away from you, or you are going far, far away. You're in your chariot. You're moving on. Out of here. This chaser is experiencing detachment. Religion in the reverse. They could be detachment. It could be maybe they're getting excommunicated because they're so corrupt. Maybe religion is saying, you know what, we don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. Maybe they're getting excommunicated because they're so greedy. Detached. They might have been kicked out of their church or their cult or whatever this is. And things are very difficult right now. Or they will be. Yeah, they could have lost the backing of the church. Whoever this is, they could have lost the backing of the church. This devil reversed. They might have been putting up a face, and they have been found to be, they're not innocent. They're being martyred. They're like wicked, wicked, wicked. Greedy. Four of Pentacles here. They could not get your things. They have no self-love. They don't love themselves. They're looking for an exit plan. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. They lost their opportunity to get your money, to get your Ace of Cups, to get your money, your marriage, your status, your wealth, your control, your victory, your life. It was prophesied that this was going to happen. They made mistakes. They wish they could right their wrongs. Everything is in pieces. Everything's falling apart for them. They still have hope that they can gain a love relationship, this snake. They don't want to be absent. They want to be all up in your business. They need a love relationship, so they're really going for it, or they want to. That's their hope. That's their only, they gotta hope that they can get into that. They got burned. Burned. Here now, they're not absent. The snake is not absent. Burned. They lost their way with the Hermit reverse. They're being brave. They're moving forward. They're not backing down. And people are talking about it. They're not quitting. They will forever move against you, Empress. They won't ever leave you alone. You're just going to have to, there's going to have to be some serious martyring going on here. Some serious disconnect. They're full of anxiety. They don't know what you're going to do. They'll never stop. They have to be forced. Forgiving. They want your forgiveness. But they broke all the promises. They used love as an escape route for their evil deeds. They would go find somebody who loved them, and then they would put them in a state of suffering so that they could escape suffering themselves. They really hurt people who loved them. And they meant it. They meant it. It was a freaking plan, a premeditated, many times plan. And they've been found guilty. Everything is in ruins. It's all falling apart. They're grieving because their cup is empty. They didn't get anything, and they're not going to get anything. They're reaching, trying to connect. They want this love connection. They're feeling crushed because they're alone. And things are very hard because this is ending. Their relationship with batteries is ending. And they're going under. They're drowning. They're going into the dark. They're getting martyred. They're being disconnected. They're going far, far away into the dark. They're drowning here. And you may be fierce and acting aggressively, but you're protecting yourself because you know they won't ever quit coming for you. Everything that they built on stolen life force, the life of others, their light, their flame, they took it, and it's all crumbling now. It wasn't theirs. It wasn't their intellectual property. It wasn't their energetic signature. Didn't belong to them. Didn't belong to them. So, devil reverse, you're releasing that situation. You took the reins out of the hands of your abusers, and you're letting them go. Their pride is hurt because you won, because you persevered. You've detached. Look, detached, disconnect. They're not innocent. You're not being neglectful. You're not going to neglect this. They have to face it. It's like, whoa, what unworthy. Nope, get away. Pooh, you persevered and you won. Their challenge is that they worked without reward. They got a Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. They're very careless. They're getting martyred. They're not appreciated. They didn't appreciate you. They didn't care about you, and they're tired. They're emotionally exhausted because they have to accept the responsibility for their own well-being. They were trying to force you to give them everything that was meant for you, and then leave you in a piss pile suffering. But you got your Ace of Cups here. You've got love. You've got, there's marriage here. They're not innocent. They're thinking about that. Yeah, they've been found not innocent. They're being martyred. You aren't being neglected. They have to face it. You're a being of peace. They were coming after you, a being of peace, with a whole big, huge cup of love to share with the world as the Empress. Fighting against this snake, this devil, as the Empress. A being of love. And you're releasing all negative energy. Can you see that? You're releasing all negative energy. You're not neglecting anything. You're letting it go. They have to face it. The Empress here has she has all the puppets. She's in charge of all the puppets. She's got the strings here. They've been found unworthy. They are chaff. There is a drift here. So there's like the little weed flower is blowing in the wind, right? The weeds, they're blowing in the wind. There's a change here. So the Empress is here. She's got the strings, or to all the puppets. She's calling the shots. She's calling the shots, and she's making a change here. So she's got the victory with the Chariot. She's disconnecting from these childish people, this snake and this devil, and she's going far, far away. Far, far away is where she's going. They want forgiveness. They're tangled up and they can't free themselves. Look, they can't free themselves. They're tangled up. They're unable to free themselves from a sticky situation. They're very childish, and we've got freedom in the reverse. They have lost their freedom. They're getting martyred, disconnected, sent somewhere far, far away. Detached because they're corrupt and greedy and obsessed with wealth and status. Religion may have excommunicated them. making things very hard for them. Or perhaps they're just doing things in a really bad religious way because of envy. Yeah, the chaser is being detached, disconnected. Detached, disconnect. Yeah, they're guilty. Yeah, they got detached, disconnected. They're guilty. They're getting martyred. They're getting cut out, disconnected. They failed. They failed to move against this Empress, and they're still sitting there talking smack. But it's a little strange now, because what you sense now is you got the rocking and the bouncing, right? Which is all signs of a mental kind of thing going on. So yeah, they're having to deal with this entanglement and a loss of freedom. They're experiencing scarcity here with the Four of Pentacles. They did not get your things. They have no self-love. And they're looking for an exit plan. They're having doubts. They're in doubt. They're looking for an exit plan. They need an exit plan. Ace of Pentacles reversed. They made a bad investment and lost their opportunity, missed their chance. It was prophesied. It was foretold. It was, they could have been warned. A prophet may have seen this coming thousands of years ago. Who knows? And they made some mistakes, and everything's in pieces. It's all falling apart. Acceptance. So they need to accept the things they cannot change, is what they need to do. But they still have a hope of getting a lover relationship, getting sexual with somebody. This snake, they don't want to be made absent. And we've got burned here. They got burned. They want to get burned. They want to burn somebody. They don't want to be made absent. They refuse to quit. They refuse to give up. They refuse to stop. Pride. Pride. Lost their way, chicken in the reverse. They're not going to stop. They're coming forward. They're still doing stuff. People are talking about it. They're full of anxiety. They're having so that means they're having emotional, energetic, and mental difficulties right now. They're flighty. They don't know which way to go or what to do. Full of pride. Maybe their pride got them burned. Their pride got them burned. Yeah, look, they lack discipline. They have no discipline. This says, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. They have no discipline. They're not able to make it work. They can't make it happen. They can't accomplish what they can't accomplish what they want, what they're thinking about. They're lonely. Or maybe in your loneliness that they put upon you, you were never alone, and you're balanced here. You're very balanced, and you're denying them. You're denying them patience during your growth. You knew that everything happens in divine order, and you were practicing patience, living in the truth. What is this? During hard times, we stretch our capacity, right? Our endurance, our ability to be tested with energy that is very challenging, and to maintain our honesty and our inner balance and our presentation in the world, in a good way. So you're a being of service. You feel good when you can help others. You're grateful for this life, even the hard times, because it expands you. It adds value to your soul when you overcome with gratitude and love. When you serve yourself in these trying times, then you know how to help others when they experience something similar. So this cycle is over. These ones are in grief because there's death here. That could be literal death. We got martyr, we got disconnect, put at a distance. They're not innocent. They're unworthy. We got adrift. They're going to be set off somewhere. They've lost their freedom. They're getting detached. Religion in the reverse, they could have got excommunicated. They've got no self-love, no things. You're courageous. You have gifts of the soul that benefit yourself and others. You could be forgiving people, looking at the lighter side of life. And for you, forgiving is like letting it go. You're letting it go. Kind of like that. Ooh, letting it go. Just letting it blow right out. You're an abundant, limitless being. You can manifest whatever you want in the material world. You've got friends, and you cherish your friends, and you know that they're in your life for a reason. Friends aren't snakes who want to change your dream. They're in fear. They could be in fear of their health. They need to surrender the idea of controlling relationships that serve the higher good. They failed to move against you. They failed. And now they're under judgment. Because they're under judgment and they're in regret because they moved against a successful person who knows that there's no greater goal than to love this Empress, this beautiful mother figure. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do except go sex it up with somebody. That's their only solution. That and the M word. So childish. M word, R word, sex it up. Has something to do with, what is that? Debauchery, degeneracy, that which is degraded. That's the playground. But we're coming out of that. Or you're coming out of that, Empress. So happy for you. These ones are in chaos. These ones are in chaos because you're detached from them. You're free. You've restored control over your own self or community or house or however that relates for you. And it's time for you to let those prideful people go. It's time to move into a world where this isn't there, where pride isn't getting in the way of connections. You persevered here, and you've gained a conquest. You have gained a victory here, a win. They want to check in. It may be time to check in. It may be time for you to check in somewhere, or maybe they need to check in. You've won, so they have to check in. I guess, it's like a court date or something, You got to go check in. You got to go, their pride is hurt. They got to go to the court or whatever. I don't know. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So they worked without reward. We got martyr here. They could be getting martyred. Everything that they knew or everything that they thought they were is being martyred. Unappreciated. Unappreciated. They didn't care about you. They didn't appreciate you. They're tired. They have to accept responsibility for their own well-being. And positive. There could be something positive. Martyr. I don't know. Maybe they got a positive test for something. They're exhausted. So they're exhausted. They're feeling stuck. They're careless. We got martyr here. So there could be like a positive test. They didn't appreciate you. I mean, they could, like, that could be something. They might, that might be why they're tired. There might be something going on with their temple. They're thinking about your Ace of Cups here, your new marriage, your new love, your compassionate and abundant love for people. They're thinking in the subconscious, they're thinking, geez, I'm not innocent. Or maybe they're thinking about the fact that you're no longer naive to what they were doing. You're not being neglected anymore. You're a being of peace, and you're releasing all the negative energy. They have to face it. They have to face it. The truth has set you free. Travel. Travel. So they got to travel somewhere. They're going somewhere. Looking for an exit plan. Going somewhere far, far away at a distance. They're being disconnected. Or maybe you're traveling. You could be going somewhere far, far away. I wonder if this is like an actual, timeline thing where you're like, some people are going to the past and some people are going to the future. And some people are going to stay here for, I don't know. I have no idea. But maybe that's what it is. There's going to be travel. Like, I think it's going to be like timeline travel is what I think. We're going to go to through some portal into our new world. Once the work here is finished. And it looks like it's almost finished. Spirit keeps saying you won't even know it. And I know that I had an accident years ago, and I know for a fact that time was altered so that I could still be present here in this moment. I mean, I had a vision of myself in another timeline in the same accident where there were two women saying breathe, because apparently like I hit the pole in the wrong way and the engine like smashed me. But anyway, it's like time was altered, and it happened like that. It was like boom, boom, like nanosecond, kind of like they say it's gonna happen. Like, people will be walking, doing laundry, eating their dinner, doing whatever they're doing. And then, boom, it's going to happen like that. And you may not even recognize it. It's going to happen so fast, you may not even recognize it. But it will be different. So the Empress is here. She's got control of those puppet strings. She's making a change here. Those who are unworthy are being set adrift. They are chaff. They're a weed seed. There's uncertainty. They don't know what to do about it. They don't know what to do about it. They're uncertain. They're unworthy, and they're this chaff. They're this weed seed. They're being set adrift. The Empress has gained a victory, and she's blowing them or pushing them far, far away in the distance, disconnecting from them. They want her forgiveness. They're unable to free themselves from a sticky situation. They got all tangled up, being childish, and they've lost their freedom. They have lost their freedom, and they want to apologize. But it's not a genuine apology. It's just an apology because they're hoping that they can change their circumstance. The chaser that was chasing after her, trying to get her into this martyr position herself, So they're getting detached, disconnected, because they're greedy, they're corrupt, and they're obsessed with wealth and status. And they don't care about hurting people. They have no empathy. They're guilty. Things are very hard for them right now. And we've got religion in the reverse. They might have been excommunicated. See, whoever this is, they're bringing negative attention to fatherhood, to religious, devotion and upright standing with the Most High. These people they crossed over. They need to be like, they're getting detached. They're it's like one of those moles, the enemy in the camp or deal or whatever. They might be seeking advice. They might be getting advice. They're getting detached here, and they're found guilty. They might be getting advice. Somebody wants to offer them a fresh perspective before they leave. We've got the Four of Pentacles here, so there's scarcity. They didn't get your things. They have no love within them. They're looking for an exit plan. They're full of doubt. And we've got unsolicited advice. Somebody may be giving them unsolicited advice, which they are in doubt about. I don't know. It could be that's what this is, the unsolicited advice in the near future. Somebody's trying to give them sage advice, and they're looking at it like they're doubting it, and they just want to continue to look for an exit plan, but they're going about it in the way that they've always done it, which was plug in to an energy source and then hop aboard that destiny train, Their pride has been burned. Maybe their pride is hurt. Maybe their pride is like the ego. Ego is in the reverse. You're leaving them behind. Their pride could be hurt. They lost their opportunities. So you got Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. They didn't plan well. It was prophesied or it was foreseen. They made mistakes. Everything is in pieces. They have to accept the things that they cannot change. And we've got small favor. They need some help. They're looking for an excuse to get in with you. So they may be asking somebody for a small favor. They want to pull you into their storyline. They're hoping that they can get a love relationship or some kind of a sexual connection. They're a snake. They don't want to be made absent. We got absence in the reverse. They're not going away. They don't want to go away. They've been burned. Their pride is hurt. Their pride is hurt, and they're targeting somebody in a love connection, but there's no love here. This is no love. This is ick. This is ick. Imposter. You're not accepting any imposters. This says, I'm not who you think I am, and it's in the reverse. You know exactly who they are. They're a snake who lost their way, and they refuse to quit chasing you. People are gossiping about this. They're having anxiety. They lack discipline. They can't manifest something good for themselves. They can't exact revenge on you. They can't exact revenge on you. They cannot accomplish what they set their mind to. They have no discipline, and they cannot damage you in any way. So they're not quitting, but they're not going to be successful either. They're just full of anxiety, and they're just kind of freaking out. They need support. They may try to come forward and try to collaborate with you so that they can brag about lying to you, or maybe they were bragging about lying to you. You've got goodbye. You're saying goodbye, and they're venting because you're happy. They want to reconnect. They want you to welcome their reconnect. See, they feel obligated to be connected to you because you are their substance. You're the one who provides health and nourishment and nurturing. You're the mother figure. You care for them. Your energy is wonderful and they like it. You actually care. You have a heart, right? But right now you're uninterested. You're like, you don't want anything to do with that. You don't want anything to do with the date this person, or you're just done. They're looking for a safe space because they're greed, this tribe. They were coming after you. And they want to come get back in. They have plans to come get back in your energy. They want to manipulate your perception of reality. Look at that. They're desperate about the future. They don't even like you. You've got great news. You've got love coming. And they're curious about it. They want to yell about it. Oh my gosh. They just won't leave you alone and let you live your life. It's like, get out. Just don't bother me. Don't talk to me. Nothing to say. What is this? But you got so many people just wanting to push in on your experience and tell you how it should be. It's not the way it works. And it's usually it usually happens to people who don't do that to others, I mean, you express, like, if you got a channel, you're expressing your opinion and stuff, but you're not going to somebody and then intentionally pushing your energy into their field, right? People either show up and watch or they don't, and it's like, it's just a story time. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Yeah, these guys got a bunch of danger going on. They want to check in because they got a red flag. You won. And now they got danger to deal with. You didn't perish. They have been warned. Okay, what did they get warned about, Spirit? Red flag. They got warned. You persevered. You won this. What's the red flag? They got warned. Fashion witch. A fashion witch has been warned. She's feral. She does, like, don't jaywalk. Oh, I'm going to jaywalk. I mean, whatever you're not supposed to do, this one wants to do. They've been warned. They got a false sense of privilege. Knight of Pentacles reversed. They're feeling stuck. We got Martyr here. It's over. Whatever project or life they were living, it's over. Shadow. They're tired. They have to accept responsibility for their own well-being. They were playing in the shadow. They have shadow energy. Deal with your demons before they deal with you. They got to go deal with their demons. They're getting martyred. They got to go deal with their demons. Devil in the reverse. You've got yourself free. They're tired. They have to accept responsibility for their own well-being. They did not appreciate you about that. And there's positive here. They could have received a positive blood test or some kind of a test, which is bringing about this martyr situation. It could be why they're tired. They got to go deal with their demons. They're not innocent. And you're moving on. You've got your Ace of Cups here, a new proposal, a new love, a new marriage. They're not innocent. You're not being neglected here. You're a being of peace, a being of love, and you're releasing all the negative energy. There's travel here. Everybody, I believe, is traveling. You could be going to the future. They could be going to the past. I have no idea how many dimensions or timelines there are within those dimensional realities. There will be. Who's the keeper of time? So they got to face it. It's over. Black square. Black square. Apparently, you are only down for doing the bare minimum during an incredibly significant time to stand up and advocate for human rights. Drawing this card reminds you your actions need to not be just performative, they must be based in real knowledge and include follow-through, both online and in real life. You don't have to be on the front lines, but at this point in history, you can't be silent either, and they are. They're not innocent. They did the very minimum to try to get the very most. They decided to brutalize and try to put in the shadows a beautiful divine mother figure. Nurturing, loving, Ace of Cups kind. Ace of Pentacles here. They couldn't take it from her. A peaceful, loving person. And it's been announced. Everybody knows about it. They're talking about it. Starseed. The Empress is a starseed. They don't know who they're playing with. They're this shadow person dealing with demons, and they're dealing with the starseed. So you got a shadow person dealing. You got this shadow person dealing with a divine starseed mother figure, and the mother figure won. The mother won. She won. She has possession of the strings of these puppets. She's creating change here. They have been found unworthy. They don't know what to do about it because they're being set adrift, disconnected, chaff blown into the wind, weed seeds. They don't belong in the garden. Mama's not playing. She's mad. The Chariot here, she's got control here and a victory. She's like, everybody's get in your freaking little trolley there, okay? You're getting disconnected. You're going far, far away. We're moving far, far freaking away from each other because Mom's not playing anymore. She's like, you're done. You're done, Shadow. You're going to go way over there, and I'm going way over there, and in the middle here, we're gonna work something up new, and that's just the way that's gonna go. It's being announced, yeah. Yeah, cult leader. Cult leader. Cult leader. There it is. You're not a guru, a time lord, or a demigod. You are an egomaniac who needs minions so you can feel like an authority to compensate for your own feelings of inferiority. Grow up. Grow up. So they want to apologize. They've lost their freedom. They're going away. The chaser is being detached. They're greedy. They're corrupt. They're obsessed with wealth and status. They're getting some good advice before they go. Religion has turned them out. We got it. They're either practicing a dark religion, and that's why they're being detached. They're the snake, devil revert or devil. So, or they've been excommunicated from a church that they were masquerading you know, as a like infiltration, like a mole, you know, and to destroy that which is supposed to be of good moral and ethical, um, you know, teachings. Yeah, they got excommunicated. The church doesn't want to have anything to do with them. They found stuff out about this person that they, or person or people, take it as it resonates. They messed with the Starseed Mama. They messed with the Starseed Mama. Look. Stay in your own lane. They did not stay in their own lane. They're guilty. They did not stay in their own lane. They did not stay in their own lane. The message a few days ago was the over and back rule. When you got the ball and both feet in the front court, then if the ball or any portion of you crosses the half court line, then it's a violation of your position in the front court, and then the ball gets turned back over to the other team. So what this looks like is that they're guilty of not staying in their own lane. They crossed over the half court line, and they got themselves detached from, or they were twisting the teachings, and they really made everything bad. I don't know who this person is. My goodness gracious. Are they somebody of importance? Whatever it is, they got excommunicated. They're out of there because they did not stay in their own lane. They did not adhere to the teachings. They're corrupt. So we've got the Four of Pentacles here. There's scarcity. They did not get your things. They have no self-love. They're looking for an exit plan. They're full of doubt. Or maybe somebody gave them. Maybe they're full of doubt regarding this unsolicited advice. They're getting sage advice here in the near future, but they're having doubt about this advice. They're looking for an exit plan. They don't want to take the advice that they were given. They're trying to get a sexual union with somebody. Use love as an escape route. Hop aboard somebody else's destiny. Tie up your heart. Go for a joyride. Tinfoil hat. Tinfoil hat. There it is. Tinfoil hat. Don't believe everything you think. Conspiracy theories are just that, theories. They're not going by facts. Just the ones that they think will make their life easier. So they base their decisions on not on facts, but on feelings, on what they think is going to work, on whatever manipulation they can dream up. So conspiracy theories, they have a theory like, oh, this should work, and then they go try it and it doesn't work. But they've got sage advice. They don't want the sage advice. They're going to go on their own theory. Jealous. They lost their opportunity and missed their chance for this Empress Starseed's Ace of Pentacles. It was prophesied. They made mistakes. Everything's in pieces. They have to accept this. But they're coming forward and they want to ask a small favor. They want permission to stay in the energy of this simp. It's a simp. It's a snake. Devil snake. They got to do the do the least to gain the most. They got to go deal with their demons. So there's the lovers here. This snake is hoping they can get a sexual encounter or relationship with somebody. They don't want to be made absent. Their pride, or maybe their pride got them burned, or they're getting burned by their pride. You're not interested in this imposter. You know who they are. You know who they are. They burned you before. They hurt you before. Whatever this snakiness is, you recognize the energy of it. This jealousy, snaky, shadow demon energy. Ooh, doggy. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So you're not interested in this imposter, or they're trying to hope that they won't be seen as an imposter. They're hoping you won't see them as an imposter. But you're a unicorn. Yeah, they want to. You're a unicorn. So they're targeting a unicorn, a mystical being. Could be a Starseed Empress. They're still wanting to target this person. They're not quitting. They lost their way. Chicken in the reverse. They won't give up. They won't stop. People are gossiping about it. They're having anxiety because discipline is in the reverse. They're not able to manifest what it is they want. They don't have any discipline in that regard. And revenge is in the reverse. They're not able to seek revenge on you. It's not working. Whatever it is they want to do, it's not working. You're a mythical, magical creature, and you're an empath. So you feel this person. You've got these magical, mystical feelings. You're a starseed. Oracle. And they won't stop coming for you because this is a trauma-bonded vampire who needs a snack for their demons. And they're triggered by you. They're trolling you. Why? Because it has been announced that you got the land back. You took it back. You got the strings to these puppets. And you are making changes. You're an influencer. Or maybe you're influencing, maybe you're having an influence on this feral narcissist. Or maybe it is an influencer. There is an influencer who's feral narcissist who wants to come in and love bomb and gaslight you. It could be a bitch. Who recognize you as a legend. It's a simp who wants to affect your self-care and your ability to take care of yourself. But you're telling them to go get effed. And it could be that your billionaire status and your status of privilege these days, like your billionaire status, this is universal, right? So it could be that your family, whoever this is telling these people to go get effed, just to get out of here. Get out. I don't think that Empress Starseed is here by herself anymore. I think her family's here. So that could cause some issues for these ones who refuse to quit. But they're not able to get revenge on you. They're not able to accomplish what it is they're trying to do. I hope that this brings clarification to something that you already intuitively knew. And I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.